Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. You know, one of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line to the big man up north. And this year, he wants you to know the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of Mint Mobile's unlimited wireless for $15 a month. Now, you don't even need to wrap it. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of The Smart 7 is brought to you by Sainsbury's, where you can save big on festive favourites with Nectar prices. With Christmas round the corner, it's more important than ever to find value for money on your festive shop, especially if you're in the mood for festive tasty treats. And this Christmas, Sainsbury's have got great discounts to make your festive season truly magical. For example, this week you can get a Taste the Difference 6-pack of mince pies, half price at £1.75, Fox's fabulous Viennese assortment sharing box for £3.75, and Pringles Original and Sour Cream and Onion both £1.50, all with Nectar prices. You can shop in-store or online and save big on festive favourites this Christmas with Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. This offer's for 18+, terms and conditions apply. Fox's offer ends 9th of December, Nectar required, available in-store and online, excluding locals. Delivery fees may apply, subject to availability. On today's Smart 7, Starmer backs Chancellor in ongoing budget clash, US envoy in Moscow for Ukraine talks, and much more. It's Tuesday, 2nd of December. It's Special Education Day, and happy birthday, Britney Spears.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
The ongoing dispute over last week's budget showed no sign of abating on Monday as the chair of the Office of Budget Responsibility resigned over a pre-budget leak. Richard Hughes said he took full responsibility for the budget watchdog's failure to handle sensitive information, but it seems unlikely to bring an end to a controversy that's run for nearly a week. Prime Minister Keir Starmer restated his backing for the Chancellor on Monday and found himself dragged into the debate about OBR figures that showed the economic picture was not as gloomy as some had feared. Starmer says even if there were some positive signs in the September productivity report, it didn't change the course the Chancellor had available to her.
Look, there was no misleading. I simply don't accept, and I was receiving the numbers, that being told that the OBR productivity review means you've got £16 billion less than you would otherwise have had shows that you've got an easy starting point.
The Tories, and Kemi Badenoch in particular, have been calling for the Chancellor to resign or be sacked, and Tory Shadow Cabinet Minister Alex Burghardt says Starmer's backing won't make any difference.
This is a panic. This is a classic attempt to try and regain his footing after a disastrous budget last week that has fallen apart over the weekend with accusations that his Chancellor lied. And what he's now trying to do is say, oh, we've got a plan for welfare, when we know that they don't.
This week sees the stakes escalate for Ukraine as the US administration pushes ahead with a peace talk plan. Sunday saw the US delegation with Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Trump envoy Steve Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner meet with a Ukrainian delegation in Florida. That seemed to go well, with Rubio sounding positive and pro-Ukraine, but just Witkoff and Kushner have now headed to Moscow for a meeting with Russian President Putin. Monday saw Ukrainian President Zelensky begin a process of rallying his European allies with a meeting with French President Macron in Paris.
I really believe that in the weeks to come, the pressure on the Russian economy and the capacity of Russia to finance the war efforts will drastically change.
The pair also called other European leaders and made a call to Witkoff in Moscow as they sought to make Ukraine's position clear. Finland's Foreign Minister Elina Valtonen is concerned that Ukraine is getting pushed into a deal that may not even stand up to scrutiny.
I have heard voices basically pushing Ukraine towards, accepting some sort of concessions in order to just have some sort of peace. I'm not sure whether all of these parties realize what they're essentially asking of Ukraine then.
Labour MP for Hampstead and Highgate, Tulip Siddiq was sentenced to 2 years in jail on Monday after a court in Bangladesh found her complicit in corrupt land deals with her aunt. Her aunt is the deposed former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, and neither she nor Tulip were present for the trial. The charge was that Siddiq had used her special influence as a British politician to coerce the former PM into giving land to her mother, brother and sister. Tulip's mother was also given 7 years in prison, and the Labour MP says despite repeated attempts, her lawyers haven't even had a response from the Bangladesh Bangladeshi authorities.
I'm absolutely baffled by the whole thing. I've still had no contact whatsoever, despite them spreading malicious allegations against me for a year and a half now.
The US President and his renamed Department of War have deployed huge resources to the Caribbean, aimed at ramping up the pressure on Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. It emerged that Trump had a call with Maduro on Sunday and demanded that he relinquish power, an offer that the Venezuelan president rejected unless he and his allies were offered a global amnesty. In the meantime, reporting from the Washington Post has raised new questions in Congress over the legality of the lethal strikes on small boats that Secretary of War Pete Hegseth says target narco-terrorists. Now, Venezuela's National Assembly President Jorge Rodriguez says they too are investigating.
We will activate the action of the Attorney General's office, so that the Attorney General's office also addresses the crimes committed against Venezuelans and Latin Americans in the Caribbean Sea. We will also request a meeting with the Bolivarian government to establish strategies to support the families of Venezuelans killed in these extrajudicial executions.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro, a plea from the Spurs boss and the inside story of P. Diddy. Right after this.
Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of the Smart 7 is brought to you by Sainsbury's, where you can save big on festive favourites with Nectar prices. With Christmas round the corner, it's more important than ever to find value for money on your festive shop, especially if you're in the mood for festive, tasty treats. And this Christmas, Sainsbury's have got great discounts to make your festive season truly magical. For example, this week you can get a Taste the Difference 6-pack of mince pies, half price at £1.75, Fox's fabulous Viennese assortment sharing box for £3.75, and Pringles Original and Sour Cream and Onion both £1.50, all with Nectar prices. You can shop in-store or online and save big on festive favourites this Christmas with Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. This offer's for 18+, terms and conditions apply. Fox's offer ends 9th of December, Nectar required, available in-store and online, excluding locals. Delivery fees may apply, subject to availability.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. You know, one of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line to the big man up north. And this year, he wants you to know the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of Mint Mobile's unlimited wireless for $15 a month. Now, you don't even need to wrap it. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Welcome back.
There's no Champions League this week, so we've got Premier League games across Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Tuesday night has 3 games. Bournemouth welcome Everton, Man City travel to Fulham, and Spurs are on the road to Newcastle. Things have not been going well for Tottenham boss Thomas Frank, who hasn't been able to work the same magic he managed at Brentford as yet. This weekend saw Spurs fans boo goalkeeper Vicario after an error gifted Fulham a second goal in a 2-1 loss for Spurs. Ahead of Tuesday's game at Newcastle, Frank was asking the fans for more support.
If any club want to be successful, you need to create a fortress. If you want to create a fortress, it can only be together, fans, team. My job is to make sure that we do everything we can to perform, but can we do that together?
Prince William revealed last week that he and the royal children are big fans of the classic sitcom Fawlty Towers. It starred John Cleese and the recently departed Prunella Scales, and it first aired in 1975, but apparently it's still getting laughs at the palace. The former Python Cleese has been back in the spotlight as he promotes a new travel documentary called John Cleese Packs It In and a Fawlty Towers book called Faults and All. He spoke to Virgin Radio about his travels and the first time he saw Technicolor TV.
The very first time I came back from America in 1965, and I remember thinking this colour television is not going to be a hit. I really thought that we were going to stick with black and white.
Sean Combs is a man who has had many names throughout his rap career, and he's also built up a pretty substantial enemy list during that time. Diddy is currently serving a 50-month prison sentence on 2 counts of travelling to engage in prostitution, having been cleared of more serious charges. His fall from grace has been dramatic, and now a new documentary series looks to do a deep dive into what happened and how. It's produced by veteran documentary maker Alexandria Stapleton, along with long-term thorn in Diddy's side 50 Cent. All 4 episodes drop today on Netflix.
Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs. All of these reincarnations are attached to really bad deeds.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world. Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of The Smart 7 is brought to you by Sainsbury's, where you can save big on festive favourites with Nectar prices. With Christmas round the corner, it's more important than ever to find value for money on your festive shop, especially if you're in the mood for festive tasty treats. And this Christmas, Sainsbury's have got great discounts to make your festive season truly magical. For example, this week you can get a Taste the Difference 6-pack of mince pies, half price at £1.75, Fox's fabulous Viennese assortment sharing box for £3.75, and Pringles Original and Sour Cream and Onion both £1.50, all with Nectar prices. You can shop in-store or online and save big on festive favourites this Christmas with Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. This offer's for 18+, terms and conditions apply. Fox's offer ends 9th of December. Nectar required. Available in-store and online, excluding locals. Delivery fees may apply, subject to availability.
If you're a smoker or vapor, ready to make a change, you really only need one good reason. But with Zyn nicotine pouches, you'll discover many good reasons. Zyn is America's #1 nicotine pouch brand. Plus, Zyn offers a robust rewards program. There are lots of options when it comes to nicotine satisfaction, but there's only one Zyn. Check out zyn.com/find to find Zyn at a store near you. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.